Hold up.
Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdut's Newsstand, and today we are going to talk about Son of Kal-El number 5. Now, when all of the media parade surrounding this was going on, I did say I was going to review it, so I definitely want to. I also did a video the other day kind of comparing the idea that a lot of people were saying all of this is happening too quickly, and went through some of the old issues. And just like with this first kiss in Action Comics number 5, we actually had the first kiss of Lois and Clark, and actually comparing it to Batman was in issue number 3. Now, I will link that up in the cards, but today we're actually going to talk about where this is headed, what's going on with the new Superman, and just exactly all of what the media is kind of framing this as. And I actually think there's a big missed opportunity here as far as everything surrounding it. Everybody's talking about the kiss, right? The kiss, the kiss, the kiss. That's not even the biggest issue here. A lot of this is really good. Like, okay, I've been a fan of this series, save for issue number 2, but it's been pretty well done. Now, I know a lot of people, for some reason, all of a sudden are on the I hate Tom Taylor train, not realizing all of the good work he's done. He just did Dark Knights of Steel. He's working on Dark Ages. He's done a great run on Suicide Squad. He did a great run on Deceased and Injustice. That's just to name a few. He knows how to write really well. And I think he's been a immediate buy for me for quite a while now, probably at least a year, if not longer. So I think there's a lot of really good here. But even so, let's talk about it. If you are new to the channel and enjoy this type of content, of course, hit subscribe. And you know what? Might as well hit that like button, because you won't be able to see it if you don't hit dislike. Okay, that doesn't bother me at all. Anyways, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this issue. Let's get right into it. We have Son of Kal-El number 5, and this is by Tom Taylor, as I mentioned before. The art is by Bruce Timm. I do have a mild issue with the art when we get to the Jay McNamara character, so I want to talk about that. But if you remember in previous issues, he has gone up against Henry Bendix. Issue number 4 was particularly my favorite so far out of the 5. Seeing him kind of take him head on. It does look like Henry Bendix, who's from the Wildstorm universe, may quite possibly be his Lex Luthor, but by solicitations, we also know that he will be going up against Lex Luthor. So, in this issue, in the previous issue, we saw them do a type of solar flare kind of overpowering his senses, right? Every single superpower that he has is kind of overpowered. And when he goes through this, we actually see him. First off, this is a callback to issue number 1, where he's in Gamora, and this person is being basically over and over again, they are being subjected to experimentation, and we're going to find out likely that Jay is one of those characters also. Wink and Airy, that's how they actually came about in Suicide Squad. They were also being experimented upon. So he goes first to Gamora, brings him to Flash. Him and Flash have had some pretty good interactions. I wonder if this will lead over into the Flash line by Jeremy Adams. I'm not sure. That doesn't come out till next week, but definitely one you should check out. I love Jeremy Adams. He's such a good writer. So he goes to Letzenberg, and there is this sudden entrenchment of a flood from this rainfall. I wonder if that's got something to do with the climate change stuff we're going to see pretty soon. But he saves a bunch of people from that, right? He goes to Zimbabwe and saves some people. He also goes to Costa Rica and saves a little girl. I love this picture right here. This, absolutely adorable. Really like that. So then we see him head off to a hospital. He's starting to have a little bit of issue, right? But I know some people were like, okay, use our critical thinking skills here, guys. Okay? People were mad he's wearing a mask For one, it's a mandate in some areas and not in others. But let's actually think about this for a second, okay? Mask at a hospital. Pretty normal. Actually extremely normal. And used all the time. Not necessarily to the point when it comes to maybe somebody that's being isolated or something else. You'll have to put on more PPE. But it's at a hospital. Of course, he's wearing a mask. Okay. All right. This part at first, I was like, why is he carrying a whole bridge? Like, he just ruined it. Construction wasn't done. At first, I thought it was pretty weird. Construction wasn't done. He's going to put it back when he's done. But all those people on there needed help. Yes, they're all wearing masks. Again, critical thinking skills here, guys. They're at a hospital. Okay. All right. He's starting to overload himself, right? We've seen he's been doing this, going to this country, going from Costa Rica to Zimbabwe to Luxembourg, back to Metropolis. We're seeing all of this, right? He's starting to really overload himself. Those flares overloaded him initially, and now he's overloading himself by using his super everything, his speed, his x-ray vision, his hearing. He's using everything to, an extreme degree. So he's, he saves one more person. He's really starting to go. And he starts to overload, just going crazy. And luckily, we actually see Wink and Aerie show up. I love them. I love that he includes it. Such a great Easter egg for people that read that Suicide Squad run. So we actually see them, Aerie, bring him back to Jay. When he says you're in trouble, he's basically seen him all over the globe. I guess Wink isn't in here. I guess it is just Aerie. Okay, all right. My bad. But he brings him back to Jay. Jay's like, look, you're melting down. You cannot do this. You are in trouble if you keep heading this way. So he goes back inside. We get to see him phase through. If you remember from issue number 4, we learned that Jay, being from Gemmore and being experimented upon, I'm not sure if that's clear yet, but it does seem pretty much clear. He is kind of got kitty pride powers, right? He's able to phase through. So he said you can just walk through walls, and he's like, yeah. So we see this. Now this is where my issue with Bruce Timm comes up, and I don't even know if it's Bruce Timm, because it could be, he was told to draw Jay this way, but Jay always looks a little creepy to me. And I'll show you a couple panels, and that could still be done purposely. It could still be done because Jay is maybe using Jonathan. We don't know yet, but from everything I've seen from Tom Taylor, it doesn't seem to be that way. Now, that could be a very compelling story. His first love, his first kiss, second kiss. It could be, look, this guy is going to backstab him. That could be why he's drawn this way. Now, if you've seen Tom Taylor on Anderson Cooper, it doesn't seem to be that way. So, basically, he's like, look, I've seen you all over. You need to chill out. He looks a little creepy all the time. I don't know. So he gets him laying down, and he gets headphones on him. Now, we did go over a couple of these pages before. I love the addition of the bisexual lighting when it was redone. When Gabe Eltib was fired and they brought in Hi-Fi, they did recolor these and put that lighting in. It's actually, I know a lot of people think it's weird, but I actually love those colors in general, so it's really pretty. I like it. So we see him, he put on noise-canceling headphones to help him, which probably wouldn't work all the way for somebody that's got super hearing, but it would at least cancel out some of that noise, right? And this is where it starts to get a little bit more flirty. He's slept for 9 hours, and this really right here is kind of where I'm like, you're drawing him creepy. Not only that, but you're drawing like these circles around him, so it makes me think like he's in a trance. I don't know. I don't trust Jay all the way yet. So, and his glasses are so big. I get it. I wear big glasses too, but they're big. Well, then they go in for the kiss, right? Adorable. We went over this. And I like, he's like kind of smitten. They both are, right? and then he has to go. Now, this is another odd controversy. I don't know. He drops the cape. He's done with the cape. It does seem like that's the way they've been going. I actually think he looks really great, and I actually think that's another thing that can separate him from his father. See what I mean? Right here. Look at Jay right here. Like, you're a little creepy dude, right? Maybe it's pink kryptonite in the hair. I don't know. I don't like it. He looks weird. Maybe it's just the way he's drawn. I don't know. So he says, Jay actually goes to hand him his thing, and he's done with his cape. I actually think it looks great. I liked, when they had Superboy without a cape, so I don't mind this. I know people are going to be upset just to be upset, but I think it looks good. Next one is Showdown, so after this, they are going to actually go to Bendis, or Bendix. Oh my gosh. That was a slip of a tongue. I'm sorry if I sound a little off. My throat's messed up today, but I did not mean Bendix. Yeah, but Bendis didn't do that great for Superman either. Okay. Yeah, it does look like they're heading that way, and we'll get maybe a conclusion. That is the 6th issue. It does seem like that's we're gonna get a little bit more information, but there are gonna be a lot of people that are like, this is a big deal in 2 different ways. This is either a big deal because it's his first canonical bisexual kiss, which we also seen this week in Future State, or in Batman 117 with Harley and Ivy. Must I say, gotta add that in there. I love them. And then people are gonna say it's a big deal because he either A, dropped the cape, or he's kissing a guy. None of which I think are valid. Now, I know everybody has their own opinion and their right to it, but I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, I like this issue. I think it's been going pretty good. I reviewed Wonder Woman Evolution yesterday, and no disrespect to Stephanie Phillips, but I like this issue a lot more. Wasn't my pick of the week, but it probably will be in my top 5. I thought it was good. Tom Taylor knows how to write romance. We've seen it with the likes of Green Arrow and Black Canary, or Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. There's been plenty of times we've seen him write really great romances, or Jason Todd and Ravenger. So there are a lot of times where I think that it's gonna be okay, guys. It's gonna be okay on either side. But also this week I want to add in here, when it comes to what we talked about before with Bia and the Nubia and the Amazons. It was a really good issue. It was a lot of talk, a lot of exposition, a lot of explanation in order to get to the Medusa storyline. But it is them, just like I said was going to happen, starting to remember their memories, and then we'll be able to find out they are doing the trans Amazon. I'm assuming it won't be for another issue or 2 till we really find out. But the only thing I would say with this is, just like I said with Wonder Woman Evolution, it definitely feels like for Nubia and the Amazons, it is playing off writing for the trade. It is not a lot in this issue. It was good, though. I definitely enjoyed it. It's a recommend, even more than Wonder Woman Evolution, but that's just because I was disappointed. That art really disappointed me. But anyways, it does look like it's going to be exactly like I said. They remember their memories. She has the body of a woman. No big deal. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyways, let me know, of course, if you guys had this on your poll this week. If you liked it, if you hated it, I want to know anyways. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.